Hello, everybody. I am here in Houston, just about to finish the Access Consciousness Maestro class. Holy crap, it's been amazing. Just gonna wait a moment for people to hop on with me. Hello, peeps. Hi, Birgit. How are you? Hi, Anna Maria. Hey, Edith. Hello. Thanks for joining me. I love how consciousness works. This has been, so if you're just jumping on, I am in Houston right now. It is the last day of the Access Consciousness Maestro class, which is a really just deep and wide exploration of the universe and possibilities and change and creation and consciousness, and it's been absolutely amazing. And I have this 30-day adventure starting tomorrow called Being the Source, and it's always so cool to perceive kind of a topic. Like I do these 30-day things that are like this just opportunity to explore energies and dive into different conversations. And I don't know, a month or so ago, I was like, oh, let's do Being the Source. That seems like a really fun thing to play with. And boy, do I have a totally different sense of that after this class, these past 5 days. And I am so excited to explore this. When we look at being the source, it's an interesting thing because you could look at, being the source of, we make ourselves the source of a lot of things that we can't be the source of, like other people's happiness or, things like that. And we love to try to make ourselves the source of things that we can't choose or change for other people, but it's rare that we actually step into this energy of being the source and being a source for the creation of a different future, for what it is that we're asking for in our lives and all of that. And so that's part of what I wanted to explore this, because it's like, for me, when you really choose to create in your life and you really choose to step into a different space of creation, it is very much about, like, let me say it like this. The tools of access consciousness, and when we start to be all of these, when we start to be everything that we are, basically, which is a big part of the invitation of this amazing just body of amazingness. I don't even really know what to call it. When we use these tools and we play with these conversations in our own world, there's this huge playground, basically, of infinite possibilities, where it's like we start to see, like, for me, this has been such a gift, like, to start to see, where am I the source of my own limitations, and where am I the source of creating something greater? And where, like, how can I show up more as me, being me in the world, being me in my own world, so that I can actually create what I desire to have, not just in my life, but as a future in the world. And now is like, it's such a time on the planet to be so much greater, and to really start to be the source of a different future because we've all probably noticed that, you know, left to its own devices, the world is spiraling into a very, just an undesirable place, I guess, And yet there's so much possibility for us to step into something different and create something different. But we have to be willing to be different, and we have to be willing to show up as we are, knowing what we know and being the magic that we actually are. And it's one of those things that, it's like you can get more and more all the time. But one of the things that has really opened up for me from these past 5 days of the Maestro class is just like, wow, where do I take myself out? Where do I take myself out of creation? Where do I take myself out of being part of a different future? Where do I take myself out of where do I make myself at the effect of the world around me, the points of views around me, all of that, and actually, don't allow myself to be the source, but make myself pathetic, make myself at the effect of the world. And what would it be like if I actually really showed up as the potency that I am, the space that I am, the magic that I am? And when we do, it's amazing what actually can then occur. And, one thing that just comes into my world so much these days is just how different we have to be willing to be to create a different world and to create a different future. And there's a space for that now in ways that I don't know there really ever has been. And it's very exciting, it's like, it's time. It really is time. And Catherine, yes, it takes vulnerability. And we had this beautiful conversation today about what we hide from ourselves. And I started to see just so dynamically how, all these things that I hide from me are these energies that, it's like anything that you hide from yourself profoundly limits what you can be in the world, what you can create in the world, just profoundly limits what you're capable of, because you have to spend all of this energy hiding. And we all have things that we hide from ourselves, and there's so many different energetic realities that we weave and create to hold those things in place. And it's like, gosh, there's something so different available. And what if the future that is asking to be created right now is actually really dependent upon each one of us being who we are, being the difference that we be, and being willing to be so committed to what we would like to create that we do become the source for it. Surely you can't be that potent. Of course, you can't, right? How often do you tell yourself that? And I'm looking at that too. I'm like, wow, how often have I told myself that? And to me, after this Maestro class, it's game on. It is game on. I'm done playing small. I'm done hiding. I'm done diminishing me, making this reality more powerful than me. I mean, this reality is all a bunch of lies. All of this crazy stuff going on in the world there's so many lies. And we know that, but somehow we make it more powerful. It's not more powerful, it's just more solid. And for some reason in this world, the things that are more solid get more attention. But what if we turn up the intensity of the space that we be, the possibilities that we be, the magic that we be, and we start to actually really choose to create a different future for the world and for ourselves. And now is a time like no other where there is an opening for that. The world is asking for it. The earth is asking for it. We are asking for it. Now is the time. So I invite you to join me in being the source for a different world for you, for everything that you desire to create in your life, for going beyond everywhere that you stop yourself, and for a different world and a different future. We start tomorrow, 30 days, 30 Facebook Lives, plus energetic play, energetic exercises. And it's $100, which is insane. I'm not sure if I will do that again, but it's $100. So, and it is, these 30-day things are pretty world-changing. So come and play. If you want to join us, it's heathernichols.com/source. Thank you for you. And what can we create from